Hi, this is an explanation for week 6. This week's topic is what is social studies contribution to global education? And this week you will want to read chapter 6 first, starting on page 173. You're going to respond to a discussion guide for a lesson on International Day. This is going to be your group activity. You're going to locate a global lesson and you're going to create a our community map and the connections to nations that interact with your community. I'm going to click on week 6. Again, here is a reminder to read chapter 6, and these are the activities you're going to work on. This is the activities folder. So in your group global wiki, week 6, your group will respond collaboratively to the questions from the discussion guide for the International Day. Use one page in which all of you will respond to the questions. It's an interesting concept that you may have heard about. There are some good things about this celebration, and then there are some things that aren't good, and you're going to try to determine both of those. You're going to locate a global lesson on the internet. Now, that's a lesson that deals with global education or global from what you read in our book this week. And you're going to use page 6, you're going to use a table on page 179, that's table 6.1, to evaluate your lessons. You need to take a look at that while you're looking for lessons. You're going to modify this lesson you located in ways you believe will add substance to the content of the lesson based on the evaluation of your lesson from table 6.1. You're going to add this to the class blog, and you need to comment on 2 of your peers' postings. You do not need to write a lesson plan. If you want to practice writing it, you just need to locate a lesson plan and then share the modifications that you would use in this lesson plan that you found on the internet. Last but not least, you're going to create our community map. This is found on the internet, or you can scan it electronically. You're going to draw lines to nations or to places outside your community. So you're going to create a map of your community where you live. You're going to find one, and then you're going to create lines, and then you're going to find ways it's linked to other nations. Maybe through interactions of people in your community, maybe it's organizations, projects, industries, churches, restaurants, major exports and imports. So what you'll do is have your map of your community, whatever way you want to do that, have lines extending out from your community, and you may have images of nations or places and how they're connected to your community. Our communities are not just a self-contained place to live. We have lots of things happen and makes our communities more diverse by the impact from other nations. And you're going to share how that happens for your community. So have fun. It's more about the creation of the map than the amount of ways we interact. The map could always be enhanced later if you'd like. You're going to post this map in the class blog, and you're then going to comment on 2 of your peers' postings. Those are the activities this week. If I click on this folder, you should see the guide for the discussion of International Day for your group. This is your group Global Wiki Week 6, and this is your class blog for global education. I'm going to go back out because you do have some assignments to take a look at as well. Your cultural learning experience is due this week. I hope you've already done it, because then you need to write a reflection. And in your reflection, you need to make sure that you respond to these 3 points right here. You'll see them right here. They need to be in your reflection. If they are not, I cannot give you credit, full credit, for your work. This is going to be within your reflection. You are also going to maybe have pictures. Maybe you'll have a link to an internet from a website from the event or the place that you went to. This is again a place that takes you out of your culture, makes you maybe feel a little uncomfortable. It could be a restaurant, an ethnic restaurant that you've never been to before, but you've passed a million times. Take a relative, take your significant other, take your mom or dad, and go off, or a good friend, and enjoy this experience. And then you're going to write about it. If you can take pictures, include those photos, and do a really nice job and include these 3 points right here. I want you to be thinking about your integrated lesson plan. That is due week 8. If you haven't talked to me in regards to your last lesson plan from week 3 and you haven't had feedback, you need to do that before you can proceed so you get a better grade on this lesson plan, knowing my expectations. Other than that, that's week 6. I'll see you online.